Hi everyone, this is Lease Stitch. Welcome back. I know it's been ages, over a month, probably nearly 2 months. Sorry. My name is Liesl, or Lease Stitch, and I'm the stitcher, and I usually have my daughter Gwen with me. She's my assistant, but she is somewhere else in a room doing something at the moment. But she knows I'm videoing, so she may pop in and out. What's been happening? I know what's happening. I've been meaning to do videos. I've just been so busy at work. It's just been insane. It's like the borders all reopened end of January, start of February, and everybody's trying to do like 2 years worth of travel in 5 months worth of time. The Australian financial year finishes on the 30th of June though. So I think it'll calm down after then because everybody's, they're all trying to use up their travel budget. So we'll see what happens. But your work has been absolutely... The one good thing about work being so incredibly busy is the paid overtime. So, we've been doing, I can do a half-hour lunch, and you can also do an extra 2 hours a day, which I've been doing after work. And they've also, this is extremely rare, paid overtime on weekends, which is great because you get the penalty rates. So you can do 7.5 hours on a Saturday and 4 hours on a Sunday, which I've been doing, but then I've been trying to spend, you know, family time in that, and so it's good. And hubby and I, we want to redo one of the bathrooms and fix the back area and do some other stuff, and hopefully go on a holiday ourselves. Actually, would be really good. But yeah, work's just been, it's insane. I do corporate travel, but a lot of people are mixing their business travel with personal trips and taking their families with them, which is also what's takes longer to do. And and you know, I can't blame them. You can mix personal with business, why not? The company allows it, go for it, and cut down on the cost of your own trip. Or you can go business class, where normally, you know, personally go economy. Why not? So, but like I said, it's been flat out busy, and I have been stitching, but the last month, 2 months, since, you know what I mean, what I've mostly been stitching on is my Heaven and Earth design, It's Only Forever, basically because it doesn't require much thinking. I do that one color by color, and I just thread up a dozen needles and just stitch. And because I've got all the grey there, the main color already there, I don't really have to count, because all this, I can just go by what's already there. It doesn't really count, it doesn't need really any counting, and it's all one color, so a lot of work on that. But we'll get to the stitching, and I do have haul. Oh, and I remember I was talking to you guys about our last cross stitch group, which was April, April Fools for Fabric. I managed to go through all my fabric, pulled out fabrics, and I took that, and people bought some. I actually have some left over, and I may have come home with some fabrics as well. And another lady also bought some kits and patterns, so I got some of hers. But that was a lot of fun. I'm going to start off with Sammy, because he's so cute. Call me a mascot. Yeah, which one's that one going to be again? Boho Granny by Carol Manning Designs. Is that a new one?
Yep.
Hers? It is really nice. Just on black.
Yep.
Even weave. Ada. Ooh, there we go.
I told her to ignore Emma, and she said I already had. Can I email message it to you? Thank you.
Garden Party by Mirabilia. Thank you. And that is being stitched on
32 count something.
I can improvise on those.
Let's look at linen.
It's a linen and threads one.
Of course.
One that Brendan did.
And that's what I thought when I first
And
bought
that's a
them.
couple of
But then when I
fabrics
saw
Kathy
them
bought in
with the
to sell.
charms,
And I'm telling myself I don't need.
Yes, you do.
You know what? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I will.
Do you want to have a look through those fabrics? I left them in the bag.
Oh yes, I will.
You can.
But those ones aren't for sale, are they?
No, they're
No.
not.
Just checking.
They're the ones that Mandy brought me last time.
Judy is stitching this.
Dog's
that one.
breakfast.
Oh, sorry, she's
That
stitching
one
this.
there.
Yeah, the colours look more like that.
That
That's going
one.
to be the finished dog, that finished puppy. They're beautiful.
Yeah. And her name is Jackie.
Jackie.
You know, Jackie the Jack Russell.
Because
Very
That's cool.
inventive.
have
It was.
I had a wasp.
Ooh.
money deeds to
Very
one
fine
frame and I
crochet.
couldn't Find, you know, since my framing
Just
glove
get
wasn't
into
there, I
this
couldn't.
loop, otherwise
I've got to
I
find someone else.
have to do a heap of counting again.
actually decided not to do anymore.
Yeah, that's
Have a
right.
look at
Oh, you're taking
One of the
photos?
girls was posting the other day
video
about things
actually
over at,
for my Floss Tube channel.
Okay. You're welcome.
And Tom.
You haven't actually, and
and I
Tom,
was
yeah.
thinking maybe we should
You want me to take it out? Because
That's it.
Mm.
It's big.
yeah,
just
it's
down
a
the road.
36.
Wow.
Really pretty, isn't it?
It is really pretty though. What's the fabric?
That's linen. 36.
36 count?
Yeah.
Over 2?
One over one. 1 over 2. Yes, yeah.
1 over 2. Wow. It's beautiful.
That's such a shit
You haven't sent anybody anything to update your YouTube. You haven't done anything, there.
Oh, not for a month. I updated it last weekend.
Oh, okay.
There was a new one that went on.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I love that colour green.
It's quite pretty. Yeah.
That's really pretty, that green. What's Amanda working on? Oh, she's working on this one. She's a, I'm going to have to get you to say it for me.
Legary.
Leg Gowrie. And really nice. What the fabric is again?
Brio by Needle and Flax, 36 count.
Really,
It's beautiful.
it's beautiful. I love how the red just brings out the.
It changes the colours.
It does.
It turned out that
Turned out
the people
perfect. So some of us brought in fabrics to buy swap cells. Some of us brought in
when
other
they
stuff.
found out, they were only selling them for $150.
I may have bought some of these kits. We won't mention. Oh, this is the bee Deb was working
It
on.
just happened that they had 2 Tenterfield series.
Steampunk bee. I'm
Like
assuming it was called.
Anyway,
Something like that.
so we got it for free.
Remember,
You know, so which was even
what's the
better.
fabric? Yeah.
40 count.
And anyway,
Ooh.
coming home,
God.
I said, well, we're going to have to find a
Wow,
name
looks
for it. And
tiny.
Hattie says, well, that's easy, Mum. She's Sasha.
That's beautiful, and that's a lot
I
of
said,
back
it's a
stitching,
boy's
but
name. She says,
looks
no,
good.
it can be either.
She's now
She said it
working
could be a boy or
on
a girl.
Just Man Hootsy
So I
Humbug.
couldn't convince Helen and
Oh, did
Peter
Mum
that
see this?
Sasha could be either.
No.
It's a nice name.
And it just suited her. It just suited her.
I had an Australian Silky Terrier and his name was Yogi.
And we've got another crocheting with a big fat hook.
Because he just looked like he goes
Yes, miss. We've got one doing extremely fine, and one that, look at that, it's so soft. This is the sort of, it is, it's so soft. You can really snuggle into that. I don't think it's going to stay at the end of the bed.
Jackie.
I reckon they're going to snuggle. I've been,
Talked to her, but she
I've done maybe 100 stitches on this all day. I mean,
wasn't buddies.
we've only been here for about 4 hours. That's my stitches.
But they didn't fight her. or anything
Working
like
on
that.
one for my husband. And Shelley. Shelley's, what's I have a nice one.
Yes, it is.
What's the pattern called?
It's called Drawing Down the Moon.
Oh, nice. Oh, it's not a mini, it's a regular size.
It's a regular size. 90 colours, or 86 colours.
Beautiful. That's what she's done.
Yes.
What's in the black? Getting a fair amount done.
Yes, there's a little bit of brown in there now, but you can't tell.
You will tell later. And she's got another one to show.
Oh, the dragon.
The dragon. She's got to show off the dragon. Oops. Isn't he so handsome now? And that's a Janelin pattern?
Yeah, it's a Janelin.
Do you remember what the fabric is?
It's 32 count. I think it's a colour Cascades, but I'm not sure what it's called.
Really pretty. So she's thinking about changing the border down here. She's worried it blends in a bit. So yeah,
We'll do that yellow, I think.
yeah. So we're switching that out. Really good. And that. What else have we got? Yeah, table.
That's totally what I was aiming for.
Some fabrics. I just want to get it into
Sorry, Shelley.
focus. I can't even focus. This one, Dying for Cross Stitch. It's called Carbon Copy. It's a mottled black, which everybody wants to steal. And we've got a heist plan involved. Just depends on.
Not getting it.
The problem is those involved in the heist is who gets the fabric. It's only a fat quarter. This is called
And I
Marty.
don't do fat eighths, so we've got a problem.
Exactly. Yeah, next time you need to order a fat half, Kathy, so we can steal it.
No, Mandy ordered it.
Oh, did
So
she?
you need to talk to Mandy. These are the ones I got off Mandy.
Dirty chalkboard, which is B-stitch me. Purple haze.
Yeah, that's the one. And then there's another one I
And these are all 32 count linen,
I didn't join them.
plain. Nexus, which aren't really focusing, but the colours are actually showing up all right. Oh, now it's focused. Colours are showing up good. Evil Queen is much more of a actually deep, rich purple.
Describes me perfectly.
Deep and rich.
You're a deep, rich purple.
I thought you were talking about the deep and rich.
I'm going to start with the stitching. This is what we're all interested in, is the stitching. So the first one is the piece I'm doing for my mum called 100 Owls. It was a stitch along with Owl Forest embroidery. We'll put a picture of it up. It's an old stitch along, but it's a free pattern. I was doing a part month by month. I'm behind because I haven't stitched any of May, so I caught up and then I'm behind again. Because I usually do this during work. The phones are literally, they start at 8:30 in the morning and then they just do not stop. It's just call after call after call after call after call, right till you log off. So you find you're spending your breaks and your lunch breaks catching up on stuff that, getting tickets issued and making sure that other stuff is done during the breaks and lunch breaks. I'm not really getting on this done, but I will catch up on this because this one is important to me. My mum collects owls. As I think I've mentioned earlier, my mum had breast cancer. She was doing radiation treatment for that. She's finished the radiation treatment, and I was doing this for my mum before I found out she had breast cancer, but it's something I really want to get it finished for her and show her. So if I can find a picture, this is what it looked like before, and this is what it looks like now. Creases. I just took it off the Q snap, so it's a bit but that's what it looks like now. Now this is stitched on Fiberlicious Yummy Fabrics Frosty Mint 28 count plain Lagana, and with this one halfway point's just here, so that's about here's halfway down. So that's the width. We've got the full width across, and that's down. And I'm a bit worried because we're not even up to 50 owls yet. That's like 40 owls. And there's only... I started it in August, so May, June, July, August. There's only like 4 more parts left. And we've only just hit halfway. So I'm thinking the last 4 parts might be a bit bigger than the top parts. So... that's alright. I'll get this done. So I will get it done. Oh, and we actually last weekend, the weekend before, I can't remember, they're all blurring in together, but finally got to go to the framer that I use. So I've put in my Teresa Wells piece to get framed, my Mirabilia Cinderella to get framed. Oh god, I put something else in as well and I can't remember. That's shocking. put in another piece to get framed. It'll be a surprise when I see it. But my mum came with me. She's getting some pieces framed as well, and Amanda, my friend Amanda, came and she's getting some pieces framed as well. So, but we did tell the lady Wendy there is absolutely no rush. This lady doesn't actually run a. She used to run a craft shop where she did all the framing 5-10 minutes down the road where I lived, and she shut the shop. But she's an amazing cross stitch framer. She still does the lacings and everything like that, and she's also an artist. So and she just takes the time to make sure you get the perfect mats and the perfect frame, and she's just amazing. But she does it out of her home now, not out of a shop. So it's but that's fine. So we've told her to take as long as you want. So I have no idea when we're going to get those back, but should be good. Should be good. My Whip Go pieces that I was meant to do for May, Luna Mystica, and another one that I can't remember. Sounds, I'm bad, aren't I? Didn't touch them at all. At all. There was 3. One was It's Only Forever, which is just the only thing I worked on, but probably got about 25,000 stitches done on it, so good, decent amount. So I'll put a picture up of what It's Only Forever is going to look like when it's done, and I'll put a picture up of what it's going to look like beforehand. And I don't have my assistant here, so I think I'm going to have to, I might take a photo of this and put this up of what it looks like now. But the black, as you can see, I don't know if you can see the black. So I can't see. This is all just a guess. I'll take a photo and put it up as well. But as you can see what I mean when I say with the black, all I'm doing is the black now. It doesn't require any counting. The grey that's in there, you know, I'm working around the grey. So it's very easy to see where, and it's good when you're absolutely brain dead, fried. Comes in handy, which is good. So, and I love the idea of getting that done. My goal for that piece, the start of this year, it was like I'd completed like 20-point-something% on it. I have done 25.23% or something is where it stands at the moment. So I'm quarter of the way there. That's a big milestone. I'm really happy about that. But my goal this year is to get 33% done. So that would be 30%. And I kind of depressed myself when I figured out 1%, to complete 1% of that project is like 6,654 stitches. 6,654 stitches to get 1%. I'm like, I shouldn't work that stuff out. It just depresses me to do that. Now, Silks for You, they do a mystery box now. She did a live sale, which I did actually got a pair of scissors. I can't remember whether I showed you guys this or not. But these weren't in the mystery box, but I bought them because I just thought they were really cool scissors. They're a lot bigger than I thought they were going to be, but they're really cool.
I'm back.
He's the bear.
Hi, YouTube.
She's got a friend there as well. You want me to do something, don't you?
I'm gonna get change.
Hey.
I love you, YouTube. Thank you so much for so much subscribers. Love you.
So I bought those scissors. The box also came with another smaller pair of scissors, a couple of needle minders, and it came with some other bits and pieces like buttons and crafty stuff that I gave to a friend of mine, Shelley. She's doing slow sewing, I believe it's called, and that was, yeah, really handy for her. But this is what I got in the mystery box. I can't remember whether I showed you. I know I took it to Cross Stitch Group and showed them, but so I got a big hank of this, which it's showing much brighter than what it is. It's more, it's really pretty. It's like, it's nowhere near as bright as it's looking. It's like a dusty pink. Anyway, I can't show you. And then this one. Really nice blue, which is also showing, it is a bright blue, but it's not that blue. It's got like more green in it. So anyway, and then I got all these as well. Show these. I got this one, purple. Oh, the light's not too good. I thought about doing a video this morning, but I prefer to get the work. When you volunteer to work on a weekend, like if it's 4 hours on a Sunday, you can do the 4 hours however you want. There's one lady who logs in at 5 a.m. in the morning. She's done by 9 a.m. And that's how she'll do it. That's fine. Some people do it in the afternoon. Some people just do an hour here and there throughout the day. Doesn't matter how you do it, as long as you do it. I logged in at 7:30 and just did it all straight the way through. So probably, but I would have been better off doing it the video first, because the light would have been better. Especially when showing these. This is like different shades of blue. Oh, there we go. That's better. That's better. Will that show that better if I show it here? Not really. Green. Actually, I got the invoice today from Silks View for their next thread silks pack in their seasons range, which they're following the Northern Hemisphere seasons, so it's summer. And I'm sorry, like, Silks View are Australian, so to me they should be following the Australian seasons, but they're following the Northern Hemisphere seasons, which I get is probably where the bulk of the customers lie and everything like that. Yeah. Oh, after I finished work yesterday, I took Gwen out and we went and got our nails done and had some afternoon tea, and I figured we just needed a little bit of mummy daughter girl bonding time with all the overtime. I mean, all the extra money is nice, but the kids need some time with their mum. And Gwen just loves getting her nails done, so. Oh, I missed the thread. So, to find the perfect ones for that. So I don't, like I said, there was extra stuff I got in here. I've given some of it away, and did get a couple of needle minders, but they're in my office, and feeling a bit lazy at the moment. Ugh. I also got Colour Cascade Fabrics Queens, Princesses and Ladies mystery box. So the fabric I chose for this one was 32 count linen, which again, some needle minders and that came in here as well, which is in my office. This is Underground King, which is what I'm doing Crowns of the Kingdom on as an even weave though, so this is much darker though, which is beautiful. She's got another box up at the moment called Animals, which I'm thinking, I don't know, Sorcerer, which is a really nice dark. Listen to the, so the even weave dye is very light, so if you want dark you generally have to go for linen, and it's more blue. That's not really showing up here. It's because the light's crap. It's definitely more blue. So got those. I got a couple of other threads, GMC variegated threads. I feel like there might be other stuff I got in here that I can't remember. It happened that long ago. Jewel. This is actually really pretty. I reckon you could do something like with beads in the silks for you that I've got. Oh, we'll see. This Queen Sari, which I've already got this pattern, so it's alright. I was thinking of doing a giveaway with this, which I still might, but the thing is, back in November, I sent 2 packages. One to the US, to Kim, she received it in March, I believe. I sent it in November. She got it in March. And the other one I sent was to Sweden, who she still hasn't received the package. And the thing is, in that package, the one I went to the US, anything in that I could have replaced. Like, it was fabric and a bag, but you know, it's replaceable. What I sent to the one in Sweden was out of print mirabilia patterns. And they are not so easy to replace. And I'm like, oh, I don't know what to do. I mean, people are telling me, oh, you know, it could still turn up. And I'm like, when? It's been... I've never had a well, I won't say I've never had a roll. I've had packages take ages with the postal system. Like months and months and months. But I've always ended up receiving it, and the person has always gotten it. Eventually. They still haven't received it. And like I said, this is the one package I've sent where it's irreplaceable. So I have been thinking about doing other giveaways, but I'm like, when I do giveaways, like I want to do stuff like this, like, you know, but I'm also like, you know, what if you don't receive it? And so it just seems safer to do something like a gift voucher or something like that, but I don't know. I'm just feeling a bit gun shy at the moment, I guess, so we'll wait. We'll see what happens. I mean, maybe she will get it. Maybe. I hope so. Because like I said, it's the only one I've ever had gotten lost. Well, it seems like it's gotten lost, and it's out of print mirabilia patterns. And not just one. There's like 4 or 5 in there. And I guess you could replace them, but it's going to be really hard to replace them. Like fabric, a bag or something like just feel a bit let down. Anyway, the other pattern I got, sorry, that's my vent, that's my gripe. I'm not gonna let it ruin the video, is this one, which I really like it, but I don't know whether I'll do it. I don't know. So I'm still deciding whether I would keep this one or pass it on. But it's so, oh. And I also got this one, this Queen Bee, which I've already got. So I'll, which is cute. I've, I don't know. I've got all this stuff, like some of this stuff I got back in April or early May, and I still haven't put it away. I'm surprised Hubby's been so good about it, actually. That's something. It comes to a certain stage where you think, yeah, he should really be sucking something off to me and going off at me, but he hasn't, so that's good. What else have I got? Fabric. We ordered some fabric back in... We ordered it from Bee Stitch Me. Now, this is nothing against Bee Stitch Me. Like, she sent it in December. She sent it in December. And it actually even says on it, you know, Merry Christmas, or you know, I hope you guys have a great Christmas on it. So she sent it back before Christmas. Mid-December she sent it. And we only received it late May. So really, I shouldn't actually be Bee Stitch Me. That's in America, so I shouldn't really be maybe too worried about the patterns yet. I mean, that was... Yeah, I don't know. So I don't know whether to worry or not. It's just taking me ages. Anyway, I'm not... Sorry, passing on. I'm moving on, everybody. Sorry. I'm sorry. So, both Amanda and I ordered stuff from Bee Stitch Me. I don't have the material that Amanda ordered. I've already given it to her. But I ordered Misty Graveyard. What did I order? One is a 28 count opalescent in linen. This is what I was thinking of doing Bellatrix on from Bella Filipina, and I'll put a picture of Bellatrix up there. And I've got this one. One's plain and one is opal. And the thing is, I actually ordered it one portrait, the one I just showed you, and I asked for another Misty Graveyard, but as a landscape version. I thought that would be really good, but they've both come in as portrait. Now, I didn't have any plans for the landscape version. I just thought it would be really nice to have an ombre fabric and landscape version. Comes in handy. Because the amount of times I've gone, oh, this project would be great for that, but I need it in landscape, and all my ombres are in portrait. But considering how long we waited for the fabrics, I don't want to go back to her and complain. And like I said, it's not like I had a particular... If I had a particular project in mind, yeah, then I might, but I don't. So, it's fine. And this is the plain version, so... Not sure what I'm going to do Bellatrix on, is the plain or the sparkly. So, that's better. So, but I think Bellatrix will look great on that. Maybe some mermaids would look better on that as well. You could do like, maybe you could do a mermaid like opposite, like, so that's the water and like grey skies above it or something like that. Ooh, that could be interesting. Ooh, I'll have to give that a... have to think about that. A mermaid would have to be on the sparkly fabric though. Water, I'm thinking. Yeah, I don't think I'm folding that properly. I'll put that all away later. I still got to update my app. My sparklies of the month. This is April. I think there's another one that I haven't showed you. There would be another one. I'm pretty sure it's a really nice dark blue. I think I put it away though. That's it there. I can't see. Oh, that's kind of it there. Yeah. Kinda. Yeah. Anyway, it's really pretty. It is really pretty. And Colour for Save Fabrics. This is her, she's a bit behind in her fabric of the month. This one is September's fabric of the month. See it there. It's plain, not really very modelled. And this is November. Actually, I've got to ask her if anything's happened till October or whether it was already sent. That might be my phone, might check with it. How about that? Tell me that. Ah, yes, our April Fools for fabric. I got rid of some fabric, like I said, and I won't say, I think these were Kathy's or Judy's, and they pulled a hard bargain. Like, she ended up giving me like a package deal for these fabrics. This is Picture This Plus Crystal Gothic 32 count Lagana, which is not showing up anywhere near as beautiful as it is, which is why I should have done this video before work in the morning. It's got a lot more dark purple, like less red, more purple, blue. I guess you could say more blue in it. More. It's really pretty. You know, I'm a self-confessed fabric floozy, so it's really frustrating when I can't show you guys all the gorgeous fabrics. Oh, that's pretty good. This is kind of like, I think this is there. No, this is Phantom. Picture This Plus Phantom. 32 count Lagana. Still like it if I... Whoa, something like that, yeah. Did I do that because I was just whinging? And then this one is Gothic by Picture This Plus. It's kind of like the other one, but more dusty kind of version. I've got the tiny one in his house. Might blend in a bit too much. Anyway, but there was a lady who also had some patterns and stuff. So I got this one. It's Fire Wings Designed with Crystal. In silence. It says that in silence, the elusive and deceptive resolve into crystal. But I thought even if I just did the dragon would be. And I've got the fabric for it. There we go. Mystic Stitch, Blue Fairy. This is a kit, but I wouldn't do the background. It's a bit too white there. I'll do that, but I've got fabric, so I wouldn't stitch the background. I'd stitch the fairy and maybe the bits of white, but not the actual purple background. So I thought she was really nice and pretty. And I actually owned it. I had this. I owned it. And I gave away a whole heap of kits and patterns to a friend of my mum's. And then my mum was touched with her and I've never seen her again, but you know, not complaining, but I did kind of always regret giving this one away because I gave it away. I thought, no, I'll never do it. And I had like a mini kit, little pattern, that big. But I've always regretted it. So when I saw that this was, I grabbed it. Because it is beautiful. It's from Lanate Nation Mask and it is beautiful. So, comes with the fabric. But I don't know what I'll do on that fabric. What else have I got? Bella Filipina. I think I'm going to wind up with like all of Bella Filipinas as well. James the PH Stitcher is stitching a lot of these ladies at the moment. And they're looking really nice. Really beautiful. Olga Gostin's got this from Aussie Stitch Stash Unload. Can't remember if I showed this one or not. I should actually start these up at some point. I shouldn't start my 3 minutes. Oh, I was on Amazon. I can't remember if I showed you guys this. I love this old painting. I was buying something for my mum, like a neck fan for my mum for hot flashes from the radiation therapy, and I saw this and I thought, oh, throw it in. So I did. The only thing with this is it's got a lot of metallics in it, which is fine, but they're the DMC Light Effect metallics, and I'm sure most people would agree they are the devil's thread. So I'm going to have to find a substitute for those before I start that, which I don't know when I'm going to start that, so that can wait. What else have I got? Haunted Library. Thought that was good when I do my little town. Let's start. I've got all the reindeer, so I just needed the sleigh. Which I've got. Oh, I've got another needle minder in there. Oh, JK's. Whenever you order something off JK's cross stitching, you get a needle minder. So like that. And I was helping Amanda go through her fabrics, and I saw this, so I grabbed it. And thinking Thrandle might go really well. It's more green, not such a dusty. Oh, that's it there. So I thought he might go really well with that. So have a look at that. And oh, I saw this on Aussie Stash Unload. That's like $3. It's called Romantic Stairway. And I thought that is so beautiful. But when I've opened it to look at the pattern, all this here, the white, all the white you see here on the building and the stairs is not stitched. It's not stitched. So the only thing that's stitched is like the handrail and here. Oh, and the windows are stitched, but everything else isn't stitched. So it's great. Something like, I'm not knocking this lady, but we're getting a lot of rain here lately, and I've learned that whenever I send anything, send it in a plastic. Just drop it in some kind of plastic. I put it in a Snap-like bag, but she didn't, so the bottom half of it got all wet. So I'm trying to dry it out and make sure it's really nice. And this is a great find. This is fantastic. I can't remember whether I've showed you guys or not. Legends of the Spellcasters. Really hard to get. There's another one of Legends of the Dragons that I would just love. And so you've got Nicholas, which is designed by Teresa Welser. Then Drakey, designed by Karen Weaver of Black Swans. And then Ember, designed by Jennifer Ackman Smith of Dragon Dreams. And these are really hard to find, and found this wasn't on Aussie Stash and Load, it was on the Teresa Welser Facebook page. Somebody put it in somebody else's comments, and this person's gone, oh, I'll think about it. I'm like, I've thought about it, I'll have it. She was in Canada. And the thing is, this guy came really quick. Compared to the other ones, this came really quick. I'm pretty sure I've shown you guys this. I just can't remember what I've shown and haven't you shown. And as you all know, I'm doing Stitch Along with My Beautiful Stitches. I'll put up a picture of what it's going to look like. I think I've got a dumb picture of where it's up to. I have not done anything. If I have shown you guys, I have not. What I was doing was a square every weekend. I stuffed up here. Up here, this line here is one stitch over, so I need to unpick this and move it across one. And I do have to do it because these lines here that go all up along here will show that it's not out of whack, so I've got to do it. But I was really enjoying this. It's just, by the time I finish work, like, you know, you're putting in a full, it's not physically hard, my job, it's just mentally, just mentally hard. So, you know, you do 10.5 hours of just full on, and you just don't want to think, and this does require me to think, so, yeah, fairly quiet. I've not been saying a lot, just trying to think what else I'm doing. I didn't actually do any overtime last weekend. My family came down from Canberra, so we went to this German restaurant. We went to a German restaurant that's in a Croatian club. Why not? And the food is really, really good. It's also a lot of food. Like, there was me, my husband, my in-laws, and my sister-in-law and her husband. So 6 adults, 4 kids, and one of those kids is my son, 12-year-old boy, who's got like empty legs. And we ordered like 2 platters, and we could not eat everything. Like, 1 platter would have been enough. There was so much food. Like, the table next to us, the lady ordered a chicken schnitzel and chips just for her, not like for table. And it came like, the schnitzels were like that big each, and she had like 2 of those schnitzels on the plate. Mountains of chips. And I'm like, who's gonna eat that much? Lots of food, which you can take the food home. And the next day we went to the zoo, where you can go through the zoo at night, but they've got this special thing on where like there's lanterns all through the zoo, and special lights, and apparently the animals are a lot more active at night too, so you get to see them. But there's also there's food trucks, there's like a safari walk, there's an ice skating rink, there's rides, should be a lot of fun. So we're all looking forward to it, so we'll be good. Let's do that. Really wish I had something fun and exciting to tell you guys, but I don't. Sorry, because I'll have too much work. I promise, I won't promise, because I keep promising that and I keep breaking it. I want to be more in with my update, come more regular. I'd like to do one 2 weeks, or if possible a month, but so I don't think it's going to slow down until the 30th of June till the financial year hits. We'll see. And yeah, so anyway, hope you guys are all staying well, staying healthy, keep on stitching, and thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing, and have a great rest of the weekend. Sorry, I'm gonna go. Bye.